Welcome back to my channel, DIYers. Today we are taking budget-friendly crafts to a whole new level with dollar store fall decor, but make it Pottery Barn. I'm sharing 3 high-end fall DIYs that will give you that cozy, expensive designer aesthetic without the luxury price tag. But before we jump into our first makeover, a quick shout out to Aerless for sponsoring a portion of today's video. They make the number one compression bag in the world, and I can't wait to show you how I use them. But more on that in just a bit. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's dive right into the project number one. We're starting off with these beautiful foam pumpkins that I picked up at Dollarama for just $2 each. My inspiration for this project came directly from Pottery Barn's new green glossy pumpkins this season. As you can see, the originals are quite pricey, but we're going to recreate that exact look for just about $5 total. I love the shape and initial shine of these pumpkins, but bright orange color was not doing it for me. So I dug into my paint stash and pulled out 3 different greens: silk all-in-one paint in Acadia, colored green chalk paint, and a heirloom chalk paint as well. Once I opened them up, I saw that heirloom was a bit too blue, but as soon as I opened Acadia, it was a love at first sight. I didn't even end up opening colored greens. Now, silk paint is a 3-in-1 formula. It has a primer, paint, and top coat built right in. But since we're only doing one single coat today, it's super quick. By the way, I used these exact same pumpkins last year for a few different makeovers. I'll link all of my favorite pumpkin DIYs right up in the corner if you want to see how to make budget pumpkins look super high-end for a fraction of the cost. Once the first coat was on, I took a clean chippy brush and gently dragged some of the wet paint off so a little bit of that warm orange undertone could peek through. If you look at the original Pottery Barn inspiration, it has subtle yellow and orange tones underneath. So this is a great technique to replicate that texture depth. I repeated the exact process on the second pumpkin off camera. While they were drying, I painted the stems as well. I removed them before painting so I could get paint into all the tiny nooks and crannies of both the stem and the pumpkins. The inspiration piece had matching stems, so that's the look I went with. Once everything was completely dry, I popped the stems right back into place. You can add a dollop of hot glue here if you want the extra security. Now for the secret step to achieve that truly high-end finish, adding a high gloss coat. I'm using Dixie Belle's clear coat in gloss. Since the original inspiration piece is named Glossy Green Pumpkin, this is what really brings the look home. I applied a generous layer all over the both pumpkins, and here how they are all fully dried. I think they turned out so rich and elevated. They look incredibly styled together on a dining table, a side table, an entryway console, or even an open shelving. I fit 2 weeks of clothes into one carry-on and I still had room for shoes, and here is the trick. Every trip it's the same thing. I overpack my suitcase, I won't close, and I end up paying for a checked bag just to fit everything in. So on my last trip, I started using these airless vacuum bags. You pack your clothes in, hook up this tiny rechargeable pump, and that pump is USB rechargeable, fits into your palm, gets about 20 uses per charge, no plug-in vacuum needed, perfect for when you're packing to come home from a trip. This is the same amount of clothes I started with, and now look how much room I have left. This is why I stopped checking bags. Everything fits into my carry-on now. Easy zip, no sitting on it, no fees. And it's not just for travel. I use these for my seasonal decor too. My throw pillows and covers get vacuum sealed and stored in a bin, and I swear it triples the space I have in my storage. The bags are tough nylon, so no rips. Zippers are waterproof, so nothing leaks onto my clothes. And honestly, at the end of a trip, it doubles as my dirty laundry bag. Aerless is already on sale, but my code Sonia DIY gets you an extra 10% off. Link is in the description box. This code won't last forever, so grab it before it's gone if you're sick of paying for check bags too. Moving right along to our second makeover, I picked up these small wire wreaths forms from the store. I originally thought they were $5 each until I grabbed the last one and realized it was marked for 75. Don't you hate when when the old stock pricing gets mixed in with the new ones? I could have saved a dollar, but hey, it happens. The inspiration for this was Pottery Barn's handcrafted fall pumpkin candle holders, which carry a heavy price tag. I made a smaller version last year, but today we're going big. First up, I stripped all the foliage off the wire forms, so I was left with just bare round frames. Then I used the hot glue to connect them together into a 3D pumpkin shape. This part takes a little patience to make sure all your wires are spaced out evenly. One hurdle I ran into was getting the base to sit flat without tipping over. For the candle insert inside, I saved a metal lid from a Bath& and Body Works candle. These are so useful for crafts. And to solve the tipping issue, I gave it a sturdy base using a small square coaster I had on hand from Dollar Tree. You could also use thick cardboard, a small wood slice, or even trim the wire legs and glue them directly to the lid edges. If I were to recreate this DIY, trimming the bottom wires to attach straight to the lid might be even cleaner. But this coaster method worked like a charm to keep it perfectly upright. To hold everything firm while the hot glue cured, I clamped it I clamped it with painter's tape. While that was setting, I took the leftover wire from the original wreath, wrapped it up, and crafted a rustic pumpkin stem at the top. You could also use a real twig from the yard, but I love how cohesive the wire stems look with the frame. Once cured, I peeled off the tape, glued the candle lid down securely to the base, and then I added some spray paint. I gave it a few light coats of metallic gold spray paint, making sure to rotate it to get into every single nook and cranny. While this one was a bit more tedious, the final result is so stylish. Paired with a pillar candle, it adds the dreamiest warm glow to an entryway table, mantle, or a side table. For our final makeover, we are making a cozy fall throw pillow. I found these gorgeous Plaid kitchen towels at the dollar store for just $2 each. They had so many beautiful patterns, but I couldn't resist this brown cream and rust combination. I wanted a classic square pillow rather than a rectangular one, but I also wanted to avoid cutting the fabric so it wouldn't fray, and most importantly, no sewing required. We're going full hot glue method on this one. After removing the tags, I laid both towels flat with the right sides facing inward towards each other. To get my square shape without cutting, I folded one towel about 3/4 of the way down. This created the exact dimension I needed. Next, I had glued the sides together using the pre-hemmed edges of the towel as a guide for a clean glue line, leaving the top open. For the top closure, instead of using Velcro or buttons, we're making an envelope style fold. I took the excess top flap and folded the corners inward to create a cute decorative triangle flap on the back. It adds a custom tailor detail, but you could totally keep it straight if you prefer. Once the glue was fully curved, I flipped the pillow covers right side out, stuffed it with a nice down alternative insert with a down pillow insert, and look how cozy that turned out. The plaid pattern is absolute perfection for autumn, and it looks so high-end and layered on the couch with the textured throw blanket. I am so in love with how all three of these Pottery Barn inspired makeovers turned out. It just goes to show you don't need a massive budget to create a warm, high-end look for your home this fall. Which of these three DIYs was your favorite? Let me know down in the comments below. And a huge thank you again to Aerless for sponsoring a portion of today's video. If you want to grab the #1 compression bag in the world for yourself, make sure to check out the link in my description box below and use code SONIADIY for an extra 10% off your purchase. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a project. Thanks so much for watching, cozy up, and I'll see you in the next one.